In order for me to fully engage my folks, to create followership of my leadership, I'm necessarily going to need to adjust my style of leadership for my people and the times. Not unlike with motivation, one style doesn't fit all. Hello and welcome back to the Leadership Source Academy. I'm Robb Braun. I'm your trainer, your coach, your guide through this. Module 6, Situational Leadership. So what we're going to do as usual, cover all this module in 5 lessons, but before we begin, I acknowledge you for getting this far through the course. I've shared this before, most folks won't get this far if they even get started, even after making a purchase. So you're following through, you're doing the work, hopefully you're doing the assessments, you're plugging into live webinars, you're getting support from me and from others who are on the same path as you. So great job getting here. Let's keep going. Situational leadership. So lesson 1, we're going to talk about how we've got certain styles. We've got within us what we'll call a default style. And it's part of our personality, it's part of what was maybe modeled for us. And we'll take a look at where our beginning place or where our default truly needs to be in order to be effective with our folks. Now, if yours maybe falls outside what I believe is that starting place, I'll give you some tools on how to be able to make adjustments. And I'm not suggesting we abandon any style, but be thoughtful of what style is right for what situation. Once we've gone through that, then we're going to look at our people. Our people are different. They're weird. They have different personalities, different styles themselves. They respond differently. The more I get to know their behavior or their personality style, the better I'm able to align how I approach them, how I communicate with them, how I address them, how I coach them, how I mentor, guide them, course correct them, whatever that is. All of that will be dependent on what kind of style they bring as I get to know them better. A question I get asked and have been asked throughout the years is the difference between managing and leading my folks. And there truly is a difference there. And we don't ever want to abandon one for the other, but we've got to make sure that we're not managing when leadership is what's needed or the other way. So I'll talk about what differentiates those and where we need to be with our folks at any given time and why. Then we're going to take a look at adjusting our styles of leadership based on developmentally where my folks are. Obviously, they're going to need a different style of leadership when they first come on board and they're acclimating and they're trying to integrate themselves into our way and our being. But then I'm going to need to adjust and adapt to their own development as they become more and more engaged. They're going to need me to adjust. So I'm not going to adopt the same style for my beginner folk as my seasoned people. And if I don't make that adjustment, I'll start losing my people. And then finally, I'm just going to bring in what I'm going to call the 10 necessary practices of exemplary leaders and really explain what those are. I believe they are what gutsy leaders embrace and are willing to do and become in order to effectively lead. Leadership is not a given and it's not automatic, and there's ways that you and I are going to need to become in order to be most effective with my folks. So welcome again to Module 6. Let's get started. I'll see you in Lesson 1.